Hey mamas, I just came up from the chiropractor and I cannot wait to share with you the experience. Oh, it was amazing. So Sandra, why in the world did you even need to go to the chiropractor? So on Black Friday, I woke up and my back was hurting. And this is the second time this year that I'm experiencing this pain. The first time around, I am pretty certain that it was due to working out in the gym. I think I had done maybe legs or probably back the few days before I felt that pain. But that was a few months ago. I think it was still warm outside, but I just thought, oh, it's muscular, it'll go away. So I'll take my Epsom salt baths because you guys know that I love those that follow me on Instagram. And I thought, oh, maybe I'll get a massage, and I never did because it eventually went away. And I was doing my stretches and I was doing mobility work. And so I thought, okay, well, I'm good to go. But turns out that is not the case. So this time around, like I said, on Black Friday, I woke up and I was like, ugh, I'm in pain again. And here we are 13 days later and I'm still not better. And so I was really starting to grow concerned about what's going on. So I believe here in Germany, massage places are closed because of the pandemic and we're in a lockdown again right now. So I was like, let me call a chiropractor because that's a doctor and doctor's offices are still open. And so thankfully he has taken me, and in the next 2 weeks, I'll be having my appointments with him, and he's gonna get me in before he goes on holiday. So I had my first adjustment today. I didn't know what to expect. I thought that I was just gonna go in and he was just gonna like look at my body and tell me what was wrong, and then maybe next time I see him, he'll do some adjustments. But today he did some adjustments, and let me tell you, I was a little bit nervous, but I was also very excited because I am looking for some relief. And so Ian and I, they said like don't Google symptoms. Last night we're in bed and we started watching chiropractor videos, and it's that cracking sound that I think kind of makes people go like, oh, I would never do that. And so I definitely experienced the cracking sounds today, but nothing hurt. I guarantee you, nothing hurt. But it was so exciting to hear the things that I think I already knew about myself. I explained to him that my hips are tight. My hips have always been tight. They always are tight. And so what he told me is that our pelvis is like this, and my right side of my pelvis was up and it was tilted back. And so I was off center like this. I was off center. I know my eyes probably crossed at that moment, but whatever, you guys know I'm silly and I'm just real. So my pelvis, and I was up on one side and then back. Isn't that crazy? So on my right side, I was actually like 0.8 centimeters or whatever he said off. So I was just like off center. And I always felt that I was off center a little bit, but I thought it was just contributed to, I don't know, I just thought that I walked funny. And it was very slight, and only I knew that I walked funny. But I wore a pair of boots with heels the other day, and I noticed that when I put them down, one of them was like leaning a little bit on the side. And so, people talk about women who lean on the side in their heels. They probably need to go get their pelvis adjusted by the chiropractor. So next time you see sis, tell her she should go make her an appointment. Don't make fun of her. So anyway, I was very shocked to hear that. So he brought out his vertebrae, and that has a pelvis attached to it, to show me how just wonky my hips were. And so that was always an area for me. But my back, I was thinking, oh, well, my hips are tight, so that's why it's pulling my back, which is part of the problem. But there was also other things going on too. He adjusted my spine, he adjusted my neck. There were, my shoulder he adjusted. And my shoulder, this shoulder is always where when I'm stressed, my trap muscle back here always feels terrible when I'm stressed. And they say that you hold stress in your shoulders, but this one would be in so much pain sometimes, and I would have to have Ian with like the roller thing on here, and just him like pressing on it to try to relieve some of that tension. But apparently it wasn't just muscular. I had some skeletal things going on too. And so speaking of skeletal and muscular, I thought since it's just muscle, I don't need to go to the chiropractor because the chiropractor deals with just your skeletal, right? But your muscles are attached to your skeleton. So if your skeleton's off, then your muscles are gonna be kind of out of whack. He also talked about the fact that I am so muscular. I know I'm fluffy on top, but I'm muscular underneath, guys. No, but seriously, he said that I'm compact. So I am 59.5 inches, so I'm 4'11", and I am short and I'm muscular. And so he just talked about how my muscles are just like so compact, and that's also contributes to my tightness. And where somebody who is less muscular than me may only need 10 to 12 minutes of warming up and stretching, he said I might actually need 20 to 24 minutes to warm up and stretch. And that had me like, whoa. I mean, I was just like, dang, I gotta contribute that in my work. I gotta put that in my workout now. 24 minutes. Yeah, I was definitely probably stretching for 10, 15, but 20 to 24 minutes, my mind was blown. And so now when I do my workout plan after I get my adjustments, because I should not be lifting weights while I'm having these adjustments done until we get me right and feeling better. When I do my plan after this, he said that I really need to factor that into my workouts. And so I know it's a priority, but I just wasn't doing enough. He said it really takes a lot to get the quality of muscle that I have warmed up. And that really just blew my mind. I am like, whoa, crazy. So anyway, I wanted to share this experience with you because maybe you're having some like aches and pains or feeling a little bit wonky, and maybe you need to go to the chiropractor too. So give it a try. I know it sounds really scary because like I said, YouTube, you hear those cracks and you're like, whoa, he or she just cracked his or her back like that, or whoa, they just cracked their neck like that. And I was a little bit nervous, but I felt no pain at all. You definitely hear that crack like you're almost cracking your muscles, and it's just getting everything back and lined up. So this was just my first session. I go back on Friday, so today's Tuesday. I go back on Friday, and I'm really excited to see how I progress with his help and assistance. And one question that I asked was, how do I prevent this in the future? So he's like, sit up straight. As you can see, I am really trying to be intentional about sitting up straight right now, engaging my core. And I have my feet flat on the ground. Because I am so short, I do find that there's a lot of places that I go to where when I sit down, my feet are dangling, quite honestly, like a little kid. And Ian always makes fun of me. But at work, I probably need to get my desk adjusted a little bit and adjust my chair, or get a footrest, so that way I am sitting all the way back in my seat as well as flat on my feet. And so that's one of the things. Also picking up Pharaoh. He said I need to really bend with my knee, because I will admit that I do bend with my back sometimes to pick him up. And he is getting heavy. He's probably 40 pounds or so at 4 years old. And he's just getting to be a big boy. And I'm a short mommy. And so he's going to be as big as me or bigger than me in just a few years. And so I need to make sure that I'm bending down to pick him up instead of bending over. And so those are things that I can do to prevent my body from getting in a situation again that's kind of wonky. And he actually said that he was glad that I asked that question, because some people just want to get fixed, but then they don't want to do the work for prevention. And so I plan to do the work because I don't want to feel like this again. I haven't worked out in 2 weeks, which is very odd for me. I've done a little bit of mobility, what I can, but for the most part, it's just so much pain. It's just so uncomfortable that I just don't feel like doing it. I'll be honest. So Again, I am very excited to continue working with him, see what else we can get fixed and get going and identify in my body. And I want to encourage you, if you're in pain, go talk to somebody because it could probably be adjusted, it could probably be fixed, and you can probably do some things to prevent it in the future. So thank you so much for watching my video about my chiropractor experience, my very first one. And I will definitely be coming back to share more as we go along the way. All right, peace and blessings to you. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And also follow me on Instagram. I would love to see your pictures too. All right, bye.